I ended up with 10 cups of juice, so I put 10 cups of sugar in. It did turn a little bit cloudy. It took longer than I thought to strain it out. I did squeeze the bag a little bit just to speed it up a little bit because I was getting tired of waiting. I got the canner ready to go. Just heating it up. It said to heat it up to just before boiling. So I'm going to fill the jars and put them in. Just about boiling. It said to boil it for 5 minutes, probably to sanitize it, I'm presuming. My book says 6 minutes at 7 pounds, but because I'm in higher altitude, it said to add 5 minutes and one more 7 pounds. So I'm going to go for 15 minutes at 7 pounds to can them. I'm doing pint jars. So this is almost boiling. I'm going to turn this off pretty soon and fill the jars and throw them in there for that long. Okay, it's been boiling about 3 minutes. I'm going to go a little bit longer. I did notice that it really frothed up here, so I'm glad I did it in the bigger pot, because the smaller pot would have boiled over. This is 10 cups crabapple juice and 10 cups sugar. Okay, 10 cups juice with 10 cups of sugar was enough to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 jars, and a little bit left over, but I want to try to use this for apple liqueur that I'm going to try to make. So that works out perfect. Close this up and boil it. Let it steam for a little bit, and then I'm going to put 1 more cup of water in there. Okay, it's steaming out the top. I'm going to put the weight on and let it get up to 7 pounds and 15 minutes. Well, yeah, 15 minutes. I might recheck that again. I think that was 7 minutes plus 5. I'm going to double check. So it says process 6 pounds, pressure, pints 8 minutes, quarts 10 minutes. For processing above 2,000 feet altitude, see page 25. To 4,000 feet, 7 pounds, increase time by 5 minutes. So I'm going to do it 7 pounds for 13 minutes. So that little button at the back hasn't popped up and sealed yet. Oh, there she just went. So now the pressure should start building. Hopefully this thing doesn't blow up and kill me. A little bit of leakage at the back there. It's probably just got to build that pressure. Seal, hopefully. If not, I'll just water bath it. But I'm pretty sure that'll still leak in a little bit. I might just check how long I gotta go with the water bath in case that doesn't seal, but looks like it's sealed now. We'll know if the pressure starts rising on the gauge here. Still at 0, so it must be leaking. I'll come back to it in a minute or two, see what's going on. We're up to 6 psi. We're still leaking just slightly at the back. I'll have to check that O-ring. Must be cracked or something. But if I can get to 7, even if it leaks a little bit, I'll hold it at there for 13 minutes and it should be good. Check back in a little bit here. Okay, we're at 7. Time is 1:14. So I think I'm just going to be safe and go to 1:30, go 15 minutes. I don't think it'll hurt anything going over a bit. And hold it there. I'm going to turn this heat back just a little bit. I'm on medium. Try to hold it at 7 or just above 7 for that 15 minutes. Well, it says 13, but I'm just going to go 15 just to be safe. No explosions. Nothing went wrong with anything. All seemed to go good. And I made my apple liqueur, a little bit of white rum, and that apple leftover apple syrup that is in the pressure canner here. It smells like apples. It's a little bit cloudy, but I think that's from, I just gave it a good shake just before I poured this, or just before I started the film. So it's a bit frothy, but I think if it sits for a little bit, it'll clean up a little bit. There was that white stuff on the top of the jars when I filled it. I could have probably scooped it all off. I was ladling it into the jars and a little bit was going in each jar, and I got about halfway and then I just decided I'll put it all in one jar. So one jar has a lot of that white foamy stuff, but all of them have a little bit. But I think it's the hot break from when I boiled it. Maybe I could have skimmed it all off after I boiled it and they all would have been clear, but oh geez, I'm up too hot, so I'm going to drop this down a bit so it doesn't go way too much pressure. Keep an eye on this a little bit. I'm going to turn it off actually for a little bit until it drops a bit, and then once it drops down to thing, I'm going to turn it back on. I'm going to turn it on to low, I think. It's on low now. I don't think it really matters if you go over too much, as long as you're not under for that 15 minutes. I always like to go just a little bit higher. I don't think it really matters as long as you're higher than your air on the side of caution. They probably have it higher regardless because they're airing on the side of caution. But whatever, I'll just go keep it above 7 for a half an hour. Or, sorry, for 15 minutes. Okay, back to this liqueur I made. It really smells of apples. I've made this before using just regular apples, and it turned out really good. But the regular apple one, I didn't strain it. I just kind of put it through the food processor. There was still quite a bit of pulp with it, and I made it, and it was really cloudy. This one looks actually pretty clear. And I went just over half and half. So that sugar syrup mixture with a white rum, and it tastes pretty good. I think this is at least 30%. It's pretty strong. I think with the cloudy one I'll use, I think I'll do this recipe again with the clear syrup and then make it. Okay, I drop back down to just above 7. We're at 20 minutes. This is the leftover pulp. I put it in the slow cooker. A little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of cloves. I didn't really follow a recipe. I tried to add enough sugar just by tasting it to get it sweet enough. I'm going to try to make that apple butter. I'm just going to boil this down all day, and hopefully it turns out, and if not, I'll just use it for my rum liqueur, again for my apple pie rum. That's my plan. But I'm going to try to make apple butter with it, but if that doesn't turn out, there's a little bit of seeds and stuff still in it. I didn't strain out all the seeds and stuff, so hopefully that's not an issue. As I stir it, I'm just going to pick, if I see any seeds or anything that shouldn't be in there, I'm going to pick it out with the spoon. And hopefully it all just breaks down, boils down, and turns out good. Okay, last minute. I still am at 7. I'm running at just under medium. Actually, I just turned it up just a little bit because it was up high and then it dropped down. But I think I'm safe to even turn it off now because I only needed 13. I'm already at I'm going to turn it off and just let the pressure drop. Last time I pulled that off and let it depressure quickly, but I think it's better to let it thing, because then a change in pressure can change the seal inside. They don't seal, they boil. The liquid boils out of them too fast if you pull it off, so it's better just to let it drop naturally. So once it's dropped and that little thing drops down, lets the pressure off, wait another 10 minutes or so, and then I'll open it up and I'll have a look inside. Hopefully they all sealed. Okay, I'm down to 0. That little plug at the back hasn't dropped yet, and it's been 12 minutes. I haven't touched it at all, I haven't moved it. Sometimes I move it off the burner to put it to a cooler spot, but I think I'm just going to leave everything just sit perfectly still till it cools and drops naturally. See how that goes. My apple butter is in the slow cooker. I'm going to leave that go all night or day, just on low. Try to boil it down, make it thicker. And my liqueur I made, I added just a little bit of cinnamon and a little bit of cloves, ground cloves, like a 1/4 teaspoon to that half-gallon jug, and it just gives it that little bit extra apple pie taste. So it's pretty good. It's almost been 20 minutes now, and pressure's at 0, but we still have that little pop-up thing sealed, and I can hear the jars kind of clicking inside, so, or it's still bubbling, boiling inside there, but once I open it up, I'll let you have a look, and that's it. All done. Okay, it's been half an hour and 5 minutes. Everything is dropped. Take this off, there's no pressure. I'm going to open this up. Ooh. Still warm. Use a towel. There, they're all out. There's a little bit of paper in there. I don't know where that came from. Must have been on one of the jars. I didn't see it when I was putting it in. They all look like they clip down. I'm just going to leave it sit like this until it cools a bit more. Put them on the, I just noticed that one is still boiling in the jar. So I don't know, maybe I shouldn't have opened it up yet. They're all still boiling in the jar, but whatever, I think they're all sealed. That's the end of the video.